What's up, guys? It's Nightings here, and I'm back with another video. Today we're gonna be doing an around the league. I know I've been slacking a lot on these the entire year, but for the last week of the NFL, I will do an around the league. So, for today's agenda on the around the league, I don't really have any news today to really tell you. Most of it's pretty much playoff news, which I'll be kind of sprinkling in on the picks today. So, no, I don't have any news for this around the league. I'm just going to give a review on our last game against the Cowboys. Yeah, it's going to sting a lot because you should know the circumstances of what happened there. So, I'll say that when we go on to that segment, which will be our first segment, conveniently. And then I'll do my Week 17 picks as usual, including our flex primetime game against Washington, even though I do not want a primetime game. I just, the season's over for us. I honestly, when I'm eliminated, I don't really like playing spoiler most of the time. So, and also, if we win, that helps either the Giants or the Cowboys to advance. And I don't want the Cowboys to advance as much as Washington, honestly. Yeah, that's the agenda for today. Let's just jump right into it. We're going to be reviewing our game against Dallas, and we're eliminated from playoff contention. Yeah, it just pains me to say this because whenever you see the NFC East scenarios on these talk shows, the Eagles are always in last place, and it says eliminated. It makes me feel sick because these past few weeks until week 16. This is the only week of the NFL. The last week we're gonna be, officially eliminated. We've been trying to fight our way back to the top and trying to win the division. And I said we need to win our next 3 games. Well, that didn't work. We need to win against Dallas and Washington. That didn't work. Dallas beat us. We're eliminated from playoffs. And you know what? It's just been an awful season for us. Next season, we're my bad, I was doing something. Next season, we're going to be back, obviously, but, this was just a waste of a season. I'm really disappointed. So, it's just been so much heartbreak. We got only 4 wins, and against Washington, that might be the case. So, yes, we are eliminated. The Cowboys did stomp us 37-17. So, let's go on to the stats for the Philadelphia Eagles. Let's just start out with that. So, Jalen Hurts. Now, people were really angry with him after the game because obviously 21 for 39, 342, 1 touchdown to Deshaun Jackson. That was awesome, but that was Deshaun Jackson's only catch, and he did nothing after the game. So that was really disappointing. Thanks, Deshaun Jackson. He got picked off 2 times. And I especially hated that red zone pick in the end zone. Just Cowboys defender read that perfectly. It's a pick. And another fumble. Honestly, I didn't like I really didn't like the fumble call at all. He was down. Like in my opinion, he was clearly down. And it wasn't a fumble, but it is what it is on the stat line. It does say he has a fumble. So he technically has 3 turnovers to a ratio of 1 touchdown. Not a good performance. And this was against the Cowboys defense, I gotta give credit to them. They're really balling out today. And plus, even with everyone saying, Cowboys defense sucked and all that, they still balled out. And they still tried their very hardest to win. And they did it, so I gotta give credit to them. So, not a good day for Hurts at all. And, we have a quarterback issue. So, honestly, I'm kind of torn between who to start. Well, first I think, Hurts is gonna start next week against Washington. So, let's see if he rebounds there. But next season, it's gonna be an off season, alright. We get a top 5 pick. Okay, first time I've experienced this as a fan. We actually get a top 5 pick. Well, that's gonna be something. All right, I think I will be streaming the NFL draft with all the teams as well. Jaguars clinched the first pick, so they are absolutely getting Trevor Lawrence from Clemson. Right now, I forgot the other guy's name. Wide receiver from. Okay, I can't think of that other wide receiver now, but our main prospect right now is Jamar Chase from LSU, who served against Justin Jefferson. We could have got Justin Jefferson, and if we got Justin Jefferson this year, then we could have paired him up with. Then we could this year pair him up with Jamar Chase, and that'd be the LSU twins. But Justin Jefferson went. We picked Jalen Reagor, and then the very next pick, the Vikings snatched Justin Jefferson. So that can't happen. So the top prospect is Jamar Chase. And oh my God, Howie, if you mess up this top 5 pick, I am seriously gonna be really, really angry. Like, I've had enough of Howie, so, you know, if he messes up that pick and he still has a job, I'm like, that's it. I want you out of here. Anyways, I swayed away from my stat line here. The Eagles Cowboys. Let's continue. Rushing, Miles Sanders was the only one who got a touchdown. It's at the lead opening drive. So 15 carries for 57 yards, a touchdown. Jalen Hurts also rushed himself, 9 carries for 69 yards. Nice. Boston Scott 2 for 17, no TDs. Jordan Howard only got 3 carries for 8. Receiving, Deshaun Jackson, 1 catch, 81 yards, 1 touchdown. Awesome play. He did nothing after that. Kaz Watkins, 2 receptions, 57 yards, not bad. Dallas Goedert, 3 for 38. Zach Ertz, 3 for 33, both getting 3 catches and around the same yards. Jalen Reagor, 3 for 30. Miles Sanders got 4 receptions for 27. Greg Ward Jr., 2 receptions, 27. Travis Fulgham, we're not been using him this stretch at all. Got 2 yards for, not 2 yards. That is way too low. 2 receptions for 27 yards. Alshon Jeffrey also got 1 catch for 22, but that was it. Defense, the leading tackler was Marcus Epps. All right. No picks though. Alex Singleton, 5 for 3. 3 being assists. Jalen Mills, 4 for 1. And after that, just gonna skip all these, and we're gonna go to Darius Slay, who had the only pick on Dalton. Darius Slay, and I'm glad he returned, and he got that only pick for the team. So no surprise. I'm not surprised there. I believe he covered Amari Cooper. Kick returns, Boston Scott. Actually, why am I doing special teams? I don't really do special teams. Alright, fine. I'll just say this kicker return if anybody cares. He got 3 returns for 58 yards. No touchdowns. Yeah. Alright. So, that's the kick returns there. If you wanted to know, I won't post it on the slide you're seeing right now, man. Cowboys. Let's get to the fun part. 22 for 30, 377 yards, 3 touchdowns, 1 in. Besides the 1 in, Dalton played really, really good. Hats off to him. Rushing, CeeDee Lamb. A wide receiver got a rushing TD. I'm not trying to say it as, it's strange or anything, but, here's that. CeeDee Lamb, 1 for 19, 1 touchdown. Andy Dalton, by the way, Ezekiel Elliott, 19 for 105, no TDs. So Ezekiel Elliott did really good. He's been having a down year, though. Andy Dalton, 5 for 15. Tony Pollard, 9 for 12. Receiving, Michael Gallup, 6 for 121, 2 touchdowns. He had an amazing day. Our secondary just got walloped. Amari Cooper got 4 receptions for 121 yards, not getting a touchdown, surprisingly. CeeDee Lamb had a way lesser stat line than that, piece for 65, but he's on par with Michael Gallup because he got a touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott himself got 4 receptions for 34. Dalton Schultz, the tight end, 3 for 21. Honestly, I like Dalton Schultz. He replaced Witten when he went to the Raiders, and he's doing pretty well. So, there was Dalton Schultz. Not having that big of a game today, though. Tony Pollard only 1 for 8. Blake Bell only got a 1 catch for just 7 yards. But other than that, the receiving core for Dallas was really, really good. Okay, let's go to defense. Jalen Smith with a lead tackler, 6 tackles, 5 assists. Anthony Brown, 2 tackles and 1 assist, and he got a pick. And Trayvon Diggs only got a tackle, but he did pick off Hurts for won't be his second pick. I did not watch too much of the game because, first of all, I had to clean, and parents didn't really want me watching, and I had to shut off my stream. I apologize for that because I had to work. So, yeah, I do apologize for that. Honestly, I don't know if I'm gonna stream Washington versus Philadelphia. I don't know. I just feel really sad that the season is over, and there's really, in my opinion, nothing to play for. I mean, again, we could spoil, but again, don't want chance of Dallas or New York to make it. So yeah, I'm gonna still absolutely watch the game to see, to see how we're doing as a team, but I'm not really gonna stream it, and I'm not even gonna be hopeful during the game. I'm just gonna watch it. Just again, the season's over. In my opinion, there's nothing to play for. So that's just a little tidbit there. I think we're done with the stat line though. Yeah, like we said, defense, and again, I don't really do special teams. Well, I'm just gonna say Zerline had 13 points, so good on him. That's a lot for a kicker. Okay, well, that's the end of the review on the Cowboys game. But first of all, I gotta say, all you Cowboys fans, I talked too much trash. So yeah, technically this is Crow. I talked so much trash saying we're gonna sweep y'all because, with Wentz and the old team, we almost beat y'all. I mean, I'm sorry, we did beat you. It's just it was a close game. Sorry, brain fart. So, yeah, I was like, we're gonna definitely beat you then. And I'm eating my own words up. So, yeah, congratulations, Cowboys fans. Dallas Cowboys Nation, congratulations. You deserve this win. I talked too much trash, especially on Philly Notion stream. And, yeah, I'm eating crow right now. So, again, Dallas Cowboys Nation, even though I hate Dallas Cowboys with the passion, you deserve to win. And, yeah, Cowboys families, enjoy this win, and you might win the division this week. So, let's move on to the Week 17 picks. Okay, so now we're gonna go, I haven't done the picks in a while, we're gonna go to Vikings-Lions. Let's see, Vikings-Lions, honestly, I don't think the Lions got stomped by the Buccaneers. I don't really think the Lions have anything to play for either. So I think the Vikings gonna sweep the Lions. And a score, let's say 27-10. Vikings beat the Lions, and that'll make the Vikings go to 7-9, not the season they wanted at all. Let's go to Falcons and Buccaneers. Falcons at Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Okay. So, Falcons, they did worse last season because went 7-9 last season, and now they're obviously 4-11. They clinched another losing season. Tampa Bay has clinched a winning season. So, let me think about this. Last time Brady came back against the Falcons, and honestly, again, the Falcons are, I'm pretty sure the Falcons are already eliminated, like totally. I'm gonna say the Buccaneers this time. I'm gonna sweep the Falcons. Let's see if Tom Brady can whip up another comeback. If that happens, if they do it twice to the Buccaneers, like so many chokes with the Falcons this season. So yeah, maybe there'll be another choking scenario and Brady comes back. That'd be really funny. So still trying to think about the score for the Buccaneers sweeping the Falcons. Okay. I'm gonna say 30-17. Give me the Buccaneers in this one because they were trailing a lot and then they came back. last game, so they're really better prepared. By the way, this was Falcons, Buccaneers, and then a game between that, and again Falcons, Buccaneers. To some teams that happens where when you play a division opponent 2 times, they're close together for your 2 games. So, well, that's what happened to Buccaneers and Falcons. This game, I mean, I'm still pretty sure that the Buccaneers are pretty prepared for that now. So, that's going to be that. Anyways, Jets, Patriots. Actually, this is going to be tough because New York Jets beat 2 straight playoff contenders, and the Patriots were awful against the Bills, and the Bills did sweep the Patriots for the first time since pretty sure long in the 1990s. So congratulations, Buffalo Bills fan base, for that. But yeah, the Jets have had a good streak, and they've lost the first pick. So, honestly, I'm not sure, really, because I know it shouldn't be tough because it's the Jets, but they had a good streak. So just let me think about this for a bit, because Patriots are really bad too, and it's not a good season for them. So okay, I could see the Patriots winning this. I really could. So to show that the Patriots gonna sweep the Jets for like for another year, I could see that. Honestly, after some long thought, I'm gonna actually go with the Jets here. I know it is very it's a very bold pick, but I'm gonna go with upset. Jets are gonna win this one. I'm gonna have to go for it because they've had a good stretch, 2-game stretch against the Rams and Browns. They're both playoff contenders, upsetting them, and they basically lost the first pick. Jacksonville will get it. So honestly, they have something. They don't really have anything to play for like the first pick. So I think they're gonna win. It's New England, and New England's out of the playoffs. First time they're out of the playoffs since what? 20 years. Yeah, 20 years. And that makes me so happy. And they have a losing season. Because I always see the Patriots at playoffs or either the Super Bowl. Like almost every year. It's annoying. I want some fresh new teams to get in it. So, the Jets, Patriots have nothing to play for, but I think the Jets will win this one. The score, I'm predicted 20. Let's say 23-20. Jets win. So, yeah, okay, let's move on to the next game. Dolphins and Bills. This is going to be a very good game. Honestly, I can see the Dolphins splitting with the Bills, but Bills are almost to a 13-3 record. I believe, I'm not too much into the AFC playoff picture, but I think if they win and Steelers probably lose, they are 2nd seed. But I'm gonna have to look up on that after the video. So, Dolphins at Bills. I'm gonna think about this. Dolphins, I believe, are gonna make the playoffs. This is tough for me. This is gonna be a very good game. I'm thinking. Okay. I'm gonna just go. I'm gonna go Dolphins here. The Dolphins are doing really well, and Buffalo's sweeping them. Honestly, yeah, I don't want to see it now. I mean, there's a possibility they could, so I see it a little bit, but Dolphins again doing really well, and I mean, Buffalo Bills, they've still clinched the AFC East, so it doesn't matter. And plus, I mean, since they've clinched it, I'm not sure if they're. That's another point. I'm not sure if they're, starting. Their starters at all. And so yeah, they really have nothing to play for. I mean, they did clinch the division. Well, they could be trying to get the 2nd seed. So that's that. But I'm just gonna go over the Dolphins here. Let me see the score. It's still gonna be a good game regardless. I'm gonna go. Let me think. I'm gonna go 27-23. Dolphins win. It's gonna be a good one. And I might be wrong. And again, Bills might be benching their starters and bringing out some second string out there because he did clinch the AFC East. So yeah, and they're on a really good streak. So yeah, that's all I gotta say for that. We'll see though. I think it's gonna be a good game regardless. Actually, yeah. So Steelers and Bills are both 12-3. So if Bills lose, that means and the Steelers win. So if the Bills lose and the Steelers lose, then they'll be tied 12-4. But Buffalo Bills will break the tiebreaker because they beat the Bills beat the Steelers in a week. So that's the tiebreaker. So if the Bills lose and the Steelers lose, and that's going to be all right for Buffalo anyways to clinch the second seed. So Steelers at Browns is going to be next. And the Browns had a very bad loss against the New York Jets. And I mean the Steelers, had a pretty bad stretch against Washington. Then I believe Buffalo, and then to the Bengals. But they didn't get a comeback win over the Colts. But, last year the Browns did win against the Steelers. And they did split. And the Browns are clearly a way better team. And they have a winning season now. And they might make the playoffs. Actually, they might miss the playoffs in a 6-win team. The NFC 6-7 win team will make the playoffs and get home advantage. Which is just crazy. So, Steelers Browns. Honestly, I can see the Steelers losing out on the second seed. But I'm still going to think there's some pretty good games in Week 17. Week 17 is going to be so fun. Steelers at Browns. I'm going to go with the Browns here to split. So that means Steelers go 12-4 and they miss out on second seed. Cleveland will win and they go 11-5, but the Ravens game is dependent on wild card for the AFC North. So for Cleveland Browns at Pittsburgh Steelers are going to be traveling to Brown Stadium. For my score, I still think this is gonna be a good game regardless. Okay, let me think about my score real quick. Okay, I'm gonna say this. It's gonna be 27-21 Browns victory over the Steelers. So give me the Browns there to go 11-5. Again, Ravens game is dependent. It's gonna be Ravens Bengals though. But you all know the Ravens Bengals story. I believe it was 2017 because the Bills made the playoff then, and the Bengals beat the Ravens, and that made the Bills beat out the Ravens in that sense. So you all know the Andy Dalton miracle pass to I think Boyd. So you all know the history there. So, and the Bengals did come off a good win against the Steelers. I don't know. It's gonna be another good game. I just really loving these games. Week 17. Anyways, Cowboys and Giants. So if we win against Washington, whoever wins this game is division champion, I believe. Yes, I believe so. Okay. So I actually think we're gonna lose to Washington last week. So I'll say the score prediction at the end of these picks because it's the last game, because it's been flexed to prime time. Anyways, me saying that, I still have to pick, who's gonna win this game. So I'm gonna actually pick the Giants to beat the Cowboys here. I mean, this last half of football, they've been doing really well and getting some wins. And plus, you know, the Cowboys barely beat the Giants. Again, albeit with Andy Dalton, because that was the game Dak Prescott got injured. But still, I'm thinking the Giants are going to split here, because last time the Cowboys barely beat them. So for my score, I don't think it's going to be that high scoring. I'm going to give the Giants a 20-16 win against the Cowboys. That's my score prediction for them. Again, kind of going to be low scoring. But, well, let's see what the real score is then. But that's my prediction for it. So let's move on to Ravens at Bengals. So again, this is an important game. Will the Ravens sweep the Bengals? Or will the playoff history in 2017 happen again? So, let me think. Okay. I don't really see Bengals splitting with the Ravens. Honestly, I could put it as an upset pick, but I'm not going to. I don't really see it myself, so I'm just gonna go safely with Ravens. Well, the Ravens sweep the Browns, so actually, the 11-5, the Browns go 11-5, and since the Ravens sweep the Browns, they absolutely break the tiebreaker and they make the wild card. So it doesn't. If the Ravens win and the Browns win, it doesn't matter. If the Ravens win and the Browns lose, that's an easy ticket to the playoffs. So what I'm trying to say is, I think the Browns will miss playoffs once again, but with the better record. I'm actually gonna go for that scenario. So, give me Ravens. I predict. Let's say I'm gonna predict a 30-10 victory for the Ravens, because they're gonna obviously fight really hard to make the playoffs here against the Bengals. So that's my prediction. And that means the Ravens make the playoffs. So congratulations. Jaguars at Colts, week 1. Colts did lose against the Jaguars, and that was the only win. And then they had a 14-loss streak. And they did clinch the first pick. So, they could try and win it since they clinched the first pick. You never know. I predicted the Jaguars to go 0-16, and they look like they're going to go 1-15. So, yeah, I was almost right. Could go 2-14 again because, they could want to win because they have the first pick. So, but I don't think Indianapolis wants to get swept by a possibly 2-14 Jacksonville at all. So, I think there's going to be an easy win for Indianapolis. And plus, Indianapolis is in the hunt. They're out of the playoff picture now. So they need to get into the playoff picture. So, they absolutely want to win this game now that I think about it. So, and they have the better team than the Jaguars, definitely. Despite the week 1 loss, which I really did not like, even in my own 16 pick. So I think the Colts get revenge over the Jaguars. And they easily beat them. And even though they're gonna be if they lose this game and they're 1-15, they're still they still split against the Colts, who are obviously having a winning team. So that's just pretty sad to think about. Anyways, for the score, I'm gonna pick a 30-7 victory over the Jaguars. So just give me the Colts there. Titans and Texans. Honestly, this rivalry's been good. But also has playoff implications on who wins the AFC South. Again, Titans and Colts split. So, Titans and Houston Texans. I don't know if I'm going to give the Titans an upset here. Because again, they're going to be playing full strength, trying to at least make the playoffs. Because if they go 10-6, I don't think that gives them good enough competition to get into the wild card. So I'm gonna pick. I know this is really crazy, but I honestly think the Titans will sweep the Texans. this year. I know it's 2020. Texans are just not that good of a team. This year, they traded away DeAndre Hopkins, free Deshaun Watson and J.J. Watt. They're wasting their careers at Houston. So they really have nothing to play for. I picked the Titans here. Regardless, I don't think it'll be a blowout. I'm gonna pick. Let me think here. Will the Titans score a lot? I don't think they score a lot, but they'll score about. I'll pick the Titans 27-25. So that pick. Give me the Titans. Let's go to Cardinals at Rams. Okay, so if the Cardinals lose this, they go 8-8, and the Rams go 10-6. And Cooper Kupp is out apparently. And okay, Kyler Murray. I'm just looking at the injury stuff here. Jared Goff undergoes thumb surgery, but I believe he'll still play. Kyler Murray is gonna play against the Rams. I think the Rams beat the Cardinals early in the season. So I think the Cardinals are. At the start of the season, I thought they were gonna be a sleeper team in the playoffs, and I thought they were gonna make the playoffs. It's like good I thought they were gonna be. I mean, they have a winning season. Well, if they lose, they won't have a winning season. They'll have a tying season. So I'm gonna pick the Cardinals to split against the Rams here. The Rams will go 9-7. The Cardinals will go 9-7. They're tied, but they split. So I don't know how that tiebreaker works out. Seattle is an NFC West champion though. And Niners, I believe the Niners are eliminated. So I don't know if I'll have to check after the video when I edit if the Cardinals will make the playoffs if they beat the Rams. So I'll have to see about that. But I think the Cardinals will split against the Rams. Give me a score of 28-25. Give me the Cardinals. Sorry. Anyways, this minute's already gone. 32 minutes. All right, let's just quickly keep going here. Saints at Panthers. Panthers last year they had a close game, and then they got blown out. Second game, the same was the case. This year the first game was a Sly barely missed the field goal, and they couldn't tie it, and they lost to New Orleans. So, also thank you Panthers for beating the Washington football team. I really appreciate it. So, let me think. I'm gonna pick the Saints to sweep the Panthers here. So I'm just gonna pick the Saints to sweep them again. So for my score prediction, again, Panthers won't really have anything to play for. Saints are trying to play for something. They're trying to get that second seed at least. Unless the Packers don't win, I'm pretty sure. So, for my score prediction for Saints Panthers, I'm gonna go 27-13. Give me the Saints. Should it be a blowout? Okay, I'll say 27-7 then. I said 27-13 earlier. I don't think they'll score a touchdown more. I'll reduce that by a touchdown to 27-7 for a 20-point game, which means the Saints, dominate the Panthers, and that's normally the case of what I've seen last season as well. So I think it'll repeat. Packers-Bears, the Packers to repeat their 13-3 season and possibly win the first seed in the NFC. And the Chicago Bears, who actually, if the Packers win, 13-3 Packers and the 8-8 Chicago Bears, that's literally a repeat of last season. Will that happen now? Let me think. Because I picked the Vikings to lose, so that means if the Bears lose, they still get second place in the NFC North, but go 9-7, and And I picked the Cardinals to win, so they'll be both 9-7, 9-7, because there's a playoff fight between them. So I don't know, Rams might sweep the Cardinals and the Bears might win and, you know, get a ticket in. We'll see. It's a 7-team playoff. So Packers or Chicago Bears? I'm thinking. Will I go Packers to sweep the Bears second straight? I honestly think so. Packers trying to secure that #1 seed. I mean, they sweep the Bears last season as well. And yeah, that's all I've got to say. It's a really disappointing season for Chicago again. I'm just gonna have to say Packers are gonna sweep again. It's not gonna be a blowout. I just think it's just gonna be a good game for the Packers. Not a blowout though, like last Chicago game. All right, so for the score, I'm gonna say the Packers are gonna score 28, and the Bears will just score 20. Or yeah, I'm just gonna say that. 28 to. I'm actually gonna go 28 to 18. 18 for Chicago Bears. So it's a 10-point game, but the Packers still, regardless, I mean, it's still a good rivalry. Still should be close. So that's my pick. Anyways, the Herbert-led Los Angeles Chargers are gonna go into Arrowhead for the season finale. Chiefs clinched the first seed. So, yeah, they're gonna have a bye in the divisional round. So, again. They almost lost the Chargers last time, and they already clinched the first seed. So, honestly, I'm not sure if... yeah. Oh, yeah, okay. Andy Reid is going to rest some Kansas City Chiefs starters for Los Angeles. Patrick Mahomes is going to be rested. Bleacher Report says Chad Henne is going to start for the Chiefs. So, yep, he's going to rest. He's going to rest starters because, you know, they already clinched the first seed. Los Angeles at Kansas City Chiefs. Let's think about this. So if they rest some starters, will the Chargers still win regardless? I know the Chiefs could still pull it off. I'm thinking about it. Go 7-9, the Chargers. What you want? Honestly, I'm gonna go with the bold upset. Chiefs have literally nothing to lose. They already have the first seed. I'm going to pick the Chargers barely to beat the Chiefs. You heard it here first. So, for the score, I'm going to pick the Chargers to beat them by another field goal again. 24-21. Actually, I'll do 27-24. I think the Chiefs score more than that. So, 27-24, give me the Chargers to beat the Chiefs. Alright, now let's get to the last 3 games. Seahawks, 49ers. Seahawks are NFC West champions. They have nothing to lose, but they would really like to sweep the San Francisco 49ers. The Seahawks, it shows here they likely won't rest their starters, so I think the Seahawks will sweep the 49ers. 49ers disappointing season, 6-10 after being defending NFC champions and defending NFC West champions, and now they're looking at the NFC West champions, Seattle Seahawks. It's a very good rivalry, but I think the San Francisco 49ers get swept here. So for my score prediction, I'm gonna pick the Seahawks to. Seahawks. What's going to be the score? They won't rest their starters, so I'm going to go 27 points. And for the 49ers, I'm going to go 27-14 Seahawks win. I think that's a solid score. Okay, let's go to the Raiders at Broncos. Raiders, if they win, they don't have a losing season. If they lose, well, they obviously do. Broncos clinched the losing season. Honestly, Broncos have nothing to lose. And I believe the Raiders are eliminated. They both have nothing to lose. So, honestly, and the Broncos-Raiders rivalry is so good, I'm honestly going to go with the upset here. I'm gonna go Broncos to win against the Raiders. Again, Raiders have nothing to lose as well because they're eliminated, so they're at least gonna. Well, that's another point. Actually, I changed my mind. They want to go at least 8-8, so they don't want another losing season. Well, let's see. Well, yeah, the Broncos are 2.5 home underdogs, so maybe. Let me think. Honestly, I said Broncos just now, but now that I'm thinking about it, Raiders could potentially win 2 to sweep, but do I see that happening? It's going to be a tough one. It's going to be a tough one. Yeah, let me just give it some thought. Because again, Raiders I don't think they really want another losing season at all, so. But then again, Broncos Raiders are a good rivalry. You know what? I'm gonna stick with what I said. I'm gonna pick the Broncos here to upset. So for the score, we're gonna give it. I think it's still gonna be low scoring. I'm gonna give the Broncos a 20-16 win. Actually 20-15 win against the Raiders, and that's the end of those early morning picks. And we're gonna go to the very last game of the season. How fitting! This is gonna be on primetime. The very last game to end off the season is the football team against us. And I'm just gonna say it. We're gonna lose this game. We're gonna lose. So, Washington football team will clinch the NFC East, in my opinion. So, I'm going to pick football team over us. So, for my score, let's go football team. I still think it's going to be close, at least. I'm going to go 20-13. 20-13. Give me the football team over us, and that ends our season. We're eliminated for 11-1, and Washington will clinch the division. So I honestly think we're not winning last week, and very fitting, last game of the season will end on a loss for us, and that's the NFL season. And then it's gonna be playoff time, which is, since we're eliminated, I'm gonna still probably stream some neutral NFC playoff games, and if I have the time, I will stream Super Bowl LV. So anyways, guys, thank you guys for watching this video. I really do appreciate it. So if you're new here, please subscribe and turn on the bell for notifications. Also, please like the video, show you really like the video and you really like possibly my predictions or the view of the Cowboys game. And also, please comment on some feedback if you don't like the audio, or you want me to get a mic, or you want me to maybe do my videos a bit different. Anything that can help me out and give me some feedback for it, feel free to. Anyways, guys, this is your friend Nightings signing out. Have a great day, guys.